We would not be at war with Iran if Kamala Harris was president. We would still be friends with Canada if Kamala Harris was president. Greenland would not have armed itself against us if Kamala Harris was president. We would not currently have a measles outbreak if Kamala Harris was president. Military strike plans would not have been leaked to the press if Kamala Harris was president. The files would not have been illegally redacted if Kamala Harris was president. Hundreds of thousands of African babies would not be dying of AIDS if Kamala Harris was president. You would not be paying 10 to 20% more on every single item if Kamala Harris was president. You would not have to worry about the midterm elections being stolen if Kamala Harris was president. You would not need to worry about the 2028 election being stolen if Kamala Harris was president. You would not need to worry about Kamala Harris seeking a third term. Kamala Harris would not have started a crypto scam for millions of dollars if she was the president. Kamala Harris would not have accepted gifts worth millions of dollars if she was the president. Clips of us bombing innocent civilians would not be posted on the White House Twitter if Kamala Harris was president. A podcaster would not be the head of the FBI if Kamala Harris was president. The leader of the Health and Human Services Department would have a medical degree if Kamala Harris is president. There would be no Fox News hosts in the cabinet if Kamala Harris was president. ICE would not be popping protesters in the street if Kamala Harris was president. Elon Musk would not have stolen your data if Kamala Harris was president. The United States would be investing in clean energy if Kamala Harris was president. Donald Trump would be in jail if Kamala Harris was president. I'm not saying she's good, but...
Who else agrees that Kamala Harris would have been a better president than Donald Trump? I mean, without a doubt. And that motherfucker even voted by mail. He trying to strip your voting rights away.
Say what?
If Kamala wins, only death and destruction await because she is the candidate of endless wars. I am the candidate of peace. I am peace.
You are peace? More like a piece of...
He brought America into a war the people do not want. He has put American troops in harm's way. Costs are rising by the day. And meanwhile, he has done nothing to address the needs of the people of America. And I bet you he's going to try and claim victory tonight. But the reality is we're watching what he does instead of listening to what he says.
You know, I was thinking for the millionth time, Kamala was right. Is there still people out there saying Kamala wasn't right? Because, baby, she was right. This is going to be the entire video. Kamala was right. Why couldn't y'all just have voted for the educated black woman who actually knows politics? For the millionth time, I will continue to say it until this man is out of office. Kamala was right. Y'all didn't listen. It was an open book test, and you didn't take it serious. We knew about Project 2025, and yet people still went in the wrong direction. Kamala was right.
Happy Sunday, y'all. A lot of Trump voters are now waking up and realizing that they fumbled big time because everything that was being promised by Trump is not happening. Instead, costs are rising everywhere. Groceries, gas, basic living. People are literally choosing between filling their tanks and feeding their families. Our programs like Medicare and even Medicaid are being cut. We are at war, but Kamala Harris had won about everything, and now it's playing out in real time. So let's have a look.
So I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I'm here to tell y'all right now, America will be suffering the consequences of a second Donald Trump presidency for years, if not decades to come, long after that man is gone. Even if we pack that man up, politically, of course, I don't mean literally, our relationship with the world will be forever changed. Because we have now shown them not once, but twice that we cannot be trusted. With the bullshit coming out the White House right now, we have put every single one of our allies in a position where they have to reevaluate their relationship with the United States because we have made ourselves so toxic and so radioactive that standing next to us and supporting us on anything would be to their own detriment. Take the war in Iran, for example. We really started a war with Iran with no plan, no goals, no exit strategy at the behest of them blue and white people. And now the entire world is paying the price. Oil prices are going up everywhere. And if this thing goes on long enough, trust me when I say there's going to be shortages across the globe. And now our allies in the Middle East are getting bombed to hell through no fault of their own, simply because they were standing next to us. I know it seems a million years ago now at this point with everything happening, but look at what we tried to do with Greenland. Look at what we did in Venezuela. Look at what we are doing in Cuba right the fuck now. Look at the chaos that was caused by this man's ridiculous tariff policy, starting trade wars left and right with Mexico and Canada and China and all over the place. There will be consequences for this. It might not be apparent now, but I promise you, the rest of the world is already realigning their interests, moving closer to China and other trade partners so that they can divest from us. And the only people that pay the price in that situation is us. And for what? What is the reason? What are we accomplishing? What is the goal? Nothing. This country will be forever changed for the worse as a result of this man. And we're going to look back and ask ourselves, what was the point? What did we gain? Nothing.
Do y'all have any idea how different America would be if they would have just voted for Kamala Harris last year? Do y'all know how different America would be? Right now, if you was trying to get a home, Kamala Harris was offering a $15,000 startup for you guys to get your home. Not just give you a little funky ass $2,000 check, but offering first time home buyers $15,000 to start up their home. That's progress you can make for the future. Kamala Harris was also offering people who wanted to start up a business $25,000 to start up your own business, and you wouldn't have to pay that $25,000 back if your business succeeded. That's what we will be doing in America right now. If Kamala Harris was the president right now, y'all wouldn't have been seeing ICE track people down like animals, ICE pull people out the car, ICE showing up to these kids' school, ICE get these people from their job. Y'all wouldn't have been seeing none of that. Y'all know how different America would be if Kamala Harris was leading right now? We'll be a better America, way better than America than what Trump is giving it. Do y'all know if y'all would have just elected Kamala Harris, y'all older parents, grandparents wouldn't have had to stay in the nursing home because she was offering for Medicaid and Medicare to come to their home and take care of your parents in their home 24/7 without being abused at these citizen places. Do y'all know how different America would be under Kamala Harris? Because she had plans. She had plans, and Donald Trump only had concepts of a plan, and y'all fell for that. See, what's going on in Dearborn, Michigan, y'all wouldn't have been going through that with Kamala Harris. To y'all Somalians in Minnesota, y'all wouldn't have been going through that with Kamala Harris. To all y'all Mexicans who's seeing all this shit going on, y'all wouldn't have been going through that if y'all just elected Kamala Harris. But y'all chose not to read her plans. Y'all just saw her skin color and knew, I'm not voting for a black woman no matter what. For you poor people, you think Kamala Harris would have took away y'all SNAP? You think she would put federal workers out of work just to prove a point? You think she would have created a Doge to go in and get all our information and say they trying to clean the swamp? America would be so different if Kamala Harris was president right now. It won't be no mean tweets. It won't be no I hate them, I hate her, I hate him. It won't be no she calling reporters piggy, telling reporters they're dumb. It wouldn't have been none of that. She would have led with class. She would have took the heat with class. That's the difference, y'all. That's the difference. Only if y'all would have voted for Kamala Harris. But now we in this dictatorship mess. Nobody's getting nothing. Everything is rising. Remember, her main goal was price gouging, going after these rich motherfuckers who was ripping us off at the pumps, at the grocery stores, and all over the place. America would be so different only if we would elected Kamala Harris. But we didn't. And this the shit we in right now. But I know in my heart that black woman would have had America doing much better than this white racist motherfucker doing. I know that for sure, and I feel that in the bottom of my heart, cause she had a heart. That's the difference.
I don't know who need to hear this, but I'm going to say this. And I'm going to piss you off what I'm about to say. And I'm going to throw this in, I'm going to smear this in y'all faces. If Kamala was in office, we wouldn't be paying $5 for no gas today. $5 a gallon for gas. $5 a gallon for gas. You know damn well a lot of y'all ain't got $5. $5 a gallon for gas. You know how you used to just go to the gas station, put $10 in, and that would carry you for a couple of days. Them days is over with right now. I'm going to say it. If Kamala was in office, we wouldn't be going through this. Get mad at me. Call Jesus. Call Keisha. Call Obatala. Call whoever you want to call. But I'm going to tell you this right now. If Kamala was in office, we wouldn't be paying for this right now. We paying for the sins of people who wanted to be stupefied. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. This is what we get. This is what we get because we didn't go vote. This is what we get because we didn't want to believe. This is what we gonna get. So I'm smearing it in your face today, and I'm smearing it as the prices go up, because the prices are gonna go up. If Kamala was in office, we wouldn't have been going through this. But no, y'all wanted to be mistrusted because she was a woman. Y'all wanted to be mistrusted because she was a black woman. Y'all wanted to be mistrusted because of all this other ookie dokie bullshit that went on. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't care what you don't like. Talk to your mama and your daddy. Go look at yourself in the mirror and say, you's a dummy. That's all.
People don't realize what they have until it's gone. Kamala gave warnings about the economy that without a clear, detailed plan focused on everyday Americans, things could become more difficult for the average person, that policies benefiting the wealthy might not translate into relief for struggling families. And now as people look around and see rising costs and financial pressure, those warnings feel a lot more real. She predicted war with Iran was going to carry serious risk. Because war is never just a headline, it has real human consequences, soldiers' lives, families affected, long-term impact that goes far beyond politics. A lot of people didn't expect things to feel this tense and this divided. She warned Trump would target and punish those who disagree with him or refuse to bend to his will, and we have seen that happen severally. People should understand that voting isn't just about choosing who you like, it's about understanding what comes with that choice, the full package. And sometimes, the consequences of that choice don't show up immediately. They take time, they unfold slowly, and by the time they are clear, it's already too late to go back. That's the moment some voters feel like they are in right now. A moment of reflection, a moment of asking, did we fully think this through? And this isn't about shaming people, because every election cycle, people make decisions based on what they believe is best at the time. But what matters now is awareness, because awareness is what shapes future decisions. If people are starting to connect the dots between promises and outcomes, between expectations and reality, then awareness becomes powerful. And that changes how people listen next time. It changes what questions they ask and changes what they demand from leaders. And maybe it leads to more informed choices going forward. Because at the end of the day, this isn't just about one politician or one election. It's about accountability. It's about making sure that when promises are made, people pay attention, not just to the words, but to the likelihood of those promises becoming reality. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.